Now we calculate the equivalent weight of substances in which both cations and anions are oxidized. Generally, if you take a compound, only one element oxidizes or only one element reduces. But there is some compounds are there in which both cation, anion, both undergoes oxidation. Then we need to consider both ions n factor to calculate their equivalent weight. Now we see some examples. The first one, equivalent weight of ferrous oxalate. Ferrous oxalate. So what are the ions present in it? Ferrous. So we know the oxalate C2O4 minus 2. Here there is a chance of ferrous ion is converted into ferric ion, and there is also possibility of conversion of this C2O4 minus 2, this oxalate ion, into CO2. Here two carbons are there, so for the balancing we must put 2 here. We write this reaction again. The ferrous ions are oxidized to ferric ions. Again, the oxalate ions are oxidized to carbon dioxide. So here both cation and anion both are undergoes oxidation. Now what is the N factor? So what is the change in the oxidation number of that particular element? Here carbon oxidation number. So what is the oxidation number of carbon here? Here each carbon is having oxidation number 3. Here 2 carbons means 3, 3. Again here we know the carbon oxidation number is 4. 4, 4. Means each carbon in +3 oxidation state. Such type of carbons 2 are present. Here also 2 carbons in +4 state. So here what is the difference? Here +3 to +4. Again +3 to +4. Totally what is the change? Total losing of 2 electrons. Next here Fe+2 becomes Fe+3. So it takes place by losing one another electron. But here N factor is 2 and here N factor is 1. So what is the total reaction? Here what is the total change? Three electrons. So for this total change, the N factor is 3. Therefore, the equivalent weight of ferrous oxalate, its molecular weight by 3. So what will be its molecular weight? 56. So the 24 and 64. And here we get 144 by 3. That is approximately equal to 48. So this is the equivalent weight of a ferrous oxalate. Okay. So next, ferric oxalate. So we know the ions obtained from this ferric oxalate to Fe+3 and 3 C2O4 minus 3 oxalate ions. Now there is no possibility for ferric ion to oxalate. In the earlier problem, that was the ferrous. For ferrous there is a chance to oxidize into ferric. But already it is in the form of ferric, already in Fe plus 3 form. There is no Fe plus 3 exists. So there is no oxidation of Fe plus 3. For Xe plus 3, for Fe plus 3 there is no oxidation. But there is no considering of N factor for it. Now what is the change now? In 3 oxalate ions. The 3 oxalate ions, we know that oxalate ions are changed to CO2. Therefore, balancing purpose, we write 6 CO2. Already calculated the oxidation number of carbon here, how much? 3. The oxidation number of carbon here is plus 4. Here totally how many carbons are having plus 3? So here in the calculation we got oxidation number of carbon plus 3. So that is oxidation number of 1 carbon. For 6 carbons, 6 carbons are also having plus 3 oxidation number, and again these 6 carbons are also having plus 4 oxidation state. Means every plus 3 carbon is converted to plus 4 carbon. Every plus 3 carbon converted to plus 4. Here plus 3 to plus 4, there is a 1 electron difference. Nothing but 1 electron, losing 1 electron. Such type of 6 carbons are there, just simply 6. Here the cation does not undergo. Actually, we are discussing both cations and anions undergoes oxidation. In some examples, there is only anion is undergoes oxidation. The cation does not undergoes oxidation. Means we must know which cation can undergo oxidation and which does not undergo oxidation. Here ferric or in ferric state, that is its final stage. It cannot be oxidized. So now for the total reaction N equal to 6. So therefore the equivalent weight of ferric oxalate is its molecular weight by 6. So what is molecular weight? (376), the N factor is 6. So that is equal to 62.66 grams. Okay, here ferric does not undergo oxidation. Only oxalate undergoes oxidation. Here 6 carbons undergoes oxidation. The 6 carbons changed from plus 3 to plus 4. The total number of electrons loosed by it is 6 electrons. Thus why N factor is 6 and molecular weight 376 by 6 we get the 62.66 grams. Okay. So next third one. The equivalent weight of cuprous sulfide Ce2S. So we know that ions exist. The ions are but released from this is 2 cuprous ions, 1 sulfide ions. Here we need to check the possibility of their oxidation. For cuprous there is a possibility for the oxidation into cupric Cu plus 1. It maybe becomes to Cu plus 2. So there is a possibility of cuprous ion oxidized into cupric ion. So it is oxidized. Here already they are in the ionic form. In Cu2S, copper is in plus 1 state. C plus 2. So what is the change in electrons? 1 electron. So such type of ions, how many are there? 2 are there. So totally combined with the 2 cuprous ions loses how many electrons? 2 electrons. Means here n factor is 2. We can add the plus 2 electrons here, or we can add minus 2 electrons here. Simply we can add n factor equal to 2. Next, sulfide. So we must know about the oxidation of sulfide. Sulfide ion generally oxidized into sulfur dioxide. So we need to remember it. The sulfide, the oxidation number is itself directly it is -2. Here what is the sulfur oxidation number? It's -4. Each oxygen carries 2. Totally each oxygen carries -2. So -5 is equal to 4. So here sulfur oxidation state is +4. Here sulfur oxidation state is -2. So such type of one sulfur is only there. So -2 to it becomes +4. So -2 to +4. Then what is the difference? -2 plus 6 equal to 4. Means the difference is 6. So by losing 6 electrons, or nothing but by losing 6 electrons. Means by losing 6 electrons, sulfide ion is converted into sulfur dioxide. Therefore, here n factor is 6. Now, what is the total n factor? Means what is the total number of electrons lost by this compound? The 2 cuprous ions become 2 cupric ions, losing 2 electrons when factor 2. The 1 sulfur ion is oxidized to sulfur dioxide, losing 6 electrons. Here n factor 6. Here both cation anion undergoes oxidation, both ions loses their electrons, and the total n factor becomes 8. For 2 conversions, for 2 oxidizing reactions, total n factor combined is 8. So therefore, we can write the equivalent weight of cuprous sulfide is same. Its molecular weight by 8 because n factor is 8. So what is molecular weight? And the copper 63.5. Again 2 carbon, copper 63.5 plus we know sulfur that is 32. The total value become 159 by 8. And here we get the value 19.875 grams. So it is the equivalent weight of cuprous sulfide, in which cuprous becomes cupric, sulfide becomes sulfur dioxide. Here 2 electrons are lost, here 6 electrons lost, total 8 electrons lost in the total oxidation of that compound. The equivalent weight becomes its molecular weight by n factor. The molecular weight by n factor, here we get equivalent weight of cuprous sulfide. Okay. See the fourth problem. The equivalent weight of cupric sulfide. Cupric sulfide. So we know that the ions of cupric sulfide, Cu plus 2 and S minus 2. We know that copper exists in 2 forms, cuprous and cupric forms. Here already cupric is there. So there is no possibility for cupric ion to oxidize into another form. Just like ferrous can oxidize into ferric, but ferric cannot be oxidized into other species. In the same way, cuprous can oxidize into cupric, but here already cupric is given, cupric cannot be oxidized. Here only oxidation takes place for S minus 2. So and we know that we discussed earlier that the sulfide is oxidized to SO2. Means here cupric ion, there is no oxidation. The oxidation takes place only for the sulfide. S minus 2 change it to SO2. and we'll here sulfur oxidation number -2. Here sulfur oxidation number 4. That is x minus 4 equals 0. X equals 4. So the sulfur oxidation number increases from -2 to +4. So what is the difference? -2 plus 6 becomes 4. Means what is the difference? 6 electrons. It loses 6 electrons. Now the N factor is equal to 6. Only this sulfide ion only undergoes oxidation. There is no oxidation of Cu plus 2 cuprate. So there is no N factor for it. Now there is only N factor for the conversion of sulfide into sulfur dioxide. The N factor is 6. Means for the total oxidation of this compound is N factor is 6. Now, so therefore, equivalent weight of cupric sulfide, some another copper 63.5, sulfur 32 by here 6. Fine. So finally we get So finally we get 15.91 gram. Means in this problem only sulfide is oxidized to sulfur dioxide. Here number of electron losed by it is 6, and the remaining cupric no oxidation for it, no N factor. So the total compound N factor is equal to 6. So therefore equivalent weight is equal, its molecular weight by N factor, that becomes this one. Okay. So see the next problem. The equivalent weight of arsenic sulfide, that is As2S3, arsenic sulfide. So what ions exist in arsenic sulfide? Arsenic ion. Simply we can say it is arsenic ion. 2 arsenic ions and 3 sulfide ions. 3 sulfide ions. Here the oxidation can be possible for arsenic ion and also this sulfide ion. Actually, this oxidation takes place only in presence of this is the condition. This takes place only in presence of a basic medium. Now you see the oxidations of this arsenic ion, the oxidations of the sulfide ion in basic medium. So these arsenic ions changed to arsenate ions. Arsenate ions. So the 2 arsenic ions are there. The 2 arsenics becomes arsenates. Now we calculate the number of electrons loosed by arsenic ion. Nothing but N factor for this change. Here 2 arsenic ions +3 and +3. Means 2 arsenics are present in a +3 form. Now what is the oxidation number of arsenic here? X. Each oxygen carries generally -2. The 4 oxygens are -8, -2. Here X equal to 5. Means here each arsenic are present in +5 form. So the +5 form of 2 arsenic ions is +5 and +5 for other arsenic. Here 2 arsenics are present in +3 form, arsenic ions. They change it to arsenate ions. Here 2 arsenics are changed to 2 arsenate ions. What is the change in the oxidation number? 5. +3 to +5, +3 to +5. How it's possible? It's -2 electrons for 1 arsenic, -2 electrons for arsenic. Totally As 2As plus 3 ions combinedly loses 4 electrons. I think 4 electrons. Means here n factor is 4. Next, the sulfide ions. In basic medium, particularly the sulfide ions are changed to sulfate ions. Here each sulfur is having -2, such that 3 sulfurs are present in -2 oxidation state. So what is the oxidation number of sulfur? X. Each oxygen carries -2. So each 3 sulfur, just for balancing purpose, each sulfur carries oxidation number 6, 6, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. So 3 sulfide ions are changed to 3 sulfate ions by losing totally how many electrons? Here 3 sulfurs are in -2 state. Here 3 sulfurs are in +6 state. So what is the change in number of electrons for each sulfur? So -2 to +6 means -2 becomes +6 by using +8. Losing 8 electrons, losing 8 electrons, losing 8 electrons. Means 3 sulfide ions are changed to 3 sulfate ions by losing totally 24 electrons. So here in this oxidation reaction, n factor is 24. Now what is the total n factor for the oxidation of arsenic into arsenate ions? 4. And for sulfide ions into sulfate ions, n factor is 24. Now the total n factor is 24 plus this 4, 28. For this total reaction, n factor is 28. So therefore, the equivalent weight of arsenic sulfide is its molecular weight by 28. So what is the molecular weight of arsenic? So that is 75 into 2. We know the sulfur 32 into 3. So here we get 2.6 by 28, and finally we get 8.786 grams. So the C, listen. Here both arsenic ions are changed to arsenate ions. 2 arsenic ions combined losing 4 electrons, and the 3 sulfide ions are oxidized to 3 sulfate ions by losing totally 24 electrons. The total n factor become 28. So its equivalent weight of arsenic sulfide is its molecular weight by 28, giving 8.786 grams. Okay, clear.